MOM has recently also issued heat advisories specific to construction work sites. And I think most recently, you guys also issued advisories for issues more than just about heat, right? It's also about strong winds and so on. So just give us like a holistic perspective of how MOM views heat as a occupational safety issue.
While we continue to protect workers and protect the vulnerable, we deal with heat. Then after that, we will move on to things like strong winds, because there was the Sumatran score that last year, it was a sudden big gust of wind. So through that, then we started to educate about infrastructure. Then after that, we moved on to flooding, because flooding can be compromising electrical equipment, or there are certain basements where people could be working at and they could be inundated with water. And then it forms the whole gamut of climate change together with lightning. There's going to be more lightning.
I mean, you and I have spoken about particularly the heat risks facing platform workers, particularly motorcycle and bike riders. And they're also exposed, obviously, to extreme storms, rainfall.
There is this intrinsic motivation for them to work as hard as possible because they are being paid by every piece they deliver. So with that, right, we ought to be careful. It will be too naive if we think one day we can put forth a platform warnings, a heat tell warning system and say, you better slow down, because if you maintain at that 6 orders per hour, right, there's a risk of you getting heat injured. If now I'm the Grab man, I will say, okay, that is a risk compensation. But young man, if I don't work equally hard, right, by 6 p.m., it's not a risk compensation. My family will suffer. So I will politely ignore all these evidence-based advisory and work equally hard.